Hello everyone, welcome back to the channel AptitudeMadeEasy to Learn. Hope you are doing good. In this video, we are going to discuss one of the very important topics in quantitative aptitude, and the topic is nothing but number systems. Of course, everyone knows numbers, but there are different types of concepts in number systems coming to aptitude point of view. So what are those different concepts we are going to discuss in this video? So the main important concepts are power cycles, factors, and multiples. And out of all those concepts, in this video, we are going to discuss power cycles. So what is this power cycle, why it is used, how to use this power cycle. So all these things we can discuss in our video. Then why so late? Let's get into video. Since why power cycles? So we are discussing that power cycles is very important. So what is this power cycles? Why these power cycles are used? So before going to discuss, let's try to answer this question. So for example, consider this. I'm having a value like 2 power 5. So what is value of 2 power 5? 32. So these things we can answer, okay. 2 power 5 means 32. What is 3 power 3? So 3 cube is nothing but 27. So these things we can answer. That is power of any value we can answer easily. But the thing is here, sometimes you can expect questions like, what is the last digit that is the unit digit of this value? So consider this 2 power 5. What is unit digit in this value? So unit digit means this last digit, right? So what is last digit? 2. Coming to this case, last digit is nothing but 7. So it will be very tricky to answer last digits of powers. So last digits of squares means, okay, we can answer very simply 2 square, 3 square. We know how to find out squares. We already did a video on that one. So it is very simple to find out squares of a value. We can answer even last digits of the squares also. But coming to this point, how to find out unit digits with any power, not only 3 cube. If I have 3 power 99, if I have 3 power 88, if I have 125 power 96. So like this, if I have this type of values, how to find out last digit then? It will be tricky, obviously. So these power cycles are used for this. So which means using these power cycles, simply we can find out unit digits of any value. So whatever may be the power and whatever may be this base value, using these power cycles, if we know the concept of power cycles, simply we can answer what is unit digit of this number, even without knowing the entire value. So very interesting, right? Then let's see how to use these power cycles, how to derive these power cycles, and how to use these power cycles in order to find out unit digits. Yeah. How to get these power cycles? So as I'm saying, these power cycles are very important. Power cycles are useful for finding unit digits. So how to use these power cycles at all? So obviously we'll be having power cycles from 0 to 9. So why? Because power of any number. So even if I have a number like 1345. So obviously this ending value should be a single digit. Like power 256 I can consider. So even this number is in thousands, but my power always depends on this last digit. So why? Because, for example, consider this. 1 square is nothing but 1. And 11 square is 121. So observe this here, even if it is 11 ending with 1, so this unit digit always depends on this value. So for example, consider 12 square, 144. So no need to find out 12 square value in order to say the unit digit. Just consider the last digit in base value and the power. So it is last digit is 2 and the power is 2. So 2 square 4. So unit digit will be 4. So it will be very simple for these simple values. Like for squares, it will be very simple like this. If I want to find out powers of higher values, it will be very tricky. And any number always ends with these numbers. So any number between 0 to 9. So even if I have a number like in lakhs or else in crores, that number obviously ends with either 0 or else 9 or else the numbers in between this. So it is enough to know power cycles for these values in between 0 to 9. So now let's see how to know these power cycles. So for this finding power cycles, I'm going to give an example of 2. So no need to derive power cycles of every value here between 0 to 9. So I'll be giving the values, but for understanding how to find out power cycles, let's discuss power cycle of 2. So for finding this power cycle of 2, let's try to write down the values of 2. So which means powers of 2 from 2 power 1 to 2 power 10. So let's try to write down these values so that you can get an idea. So 2 power 1, we know it is 2. 2 square is nothing but 4. 2 cube is 8. 2 power 4, we know 16. 2 power 5 is 32. 2 power 6 is 64. 2 power 7 is 128. 2 power 9, 2 power 8 is 256. So consider 2 power 9 now. 2 power 9 is 512. 2 power 10 is 1024. So why I written these values to find out power cycle of 2? Because there is some logic in this one in order to derive power cycles. So cycle is nothing but a repetition, right? So power cycle, which means power repetition. So if we clearly observe here, unit digits will be repeating for certain powers here. So observe this, 2 power 1, always concentrate on the ending digit. So here anyway only single digit is there, is 2. 2 square ends with 4. 2 cube, unit digit is 8. 2 power 4, it is 6. Then observe for this 2 power 5. 2 power 5 ending digit is 2. Observe this. 2 power 6, it is 4. 2 power 7 ending with 8. 2 power 8 with 6. Similarly 2 power 9 ending with 2. 2 power 10 ending with 4. So if you observe these unit digits here, you can frame a logic to find out power cycles. And most of you can understand what is a power cycle with this. See this. If you observe, my unit digits are repeating for how many powers? 2, 4, 8, 6. 2, 4, 8, 6. Once again, I'll get 2, 4, 8, 6. So which means I can say my powers will always be ending with 2, 4, 8, 6 for powers of 2. So by this I can say power cycle of 2 is nothing but 2, 4, 8, 6. So power cycle is nothing but here the values repeating as a unit digits. So 2, 4, 8, 6. After that once again it is repeating. So I have considered a cycle as 2, 4, 8, 6. So that's nothing but power cycle. So how to frame power cycles for any number is in the same pattern. Just consider few powers of any number. If I want to find out power cycle of 3, I'll consider 3 power 1 to 3 power 8 or else 3 power 10. So by that I can find out power cycles. So this is how actually power cycles will be framed. I hope everyone is clear with this one. It will be very easy concept. Just we need to concentrate on this. Why I'm considering 2, 4, 8, 6 in this cycle? Because the values are repeating once again after 6. So till here one cycle will be completed. Right. So similarly, by using the same concept, I have framed the power cycles from 0 to 9. You can observe these values here. So power cycle of 2, 3, 7, 8, power cycle of 4, 9, and power cycle of 0, 5, 6. So why I have written these values as a separate values, you can get an idea now. Observe this one here. Power cycle of 2, just we know that is 2, 4, 8, 6. So power cycle of 2 is nothing but 2, 4, 8, 6. Similarly, power cycle of 3 will be 3, 9, 7, 1. So you can remember this power cycle or else you can frame the power cycle on the spot. Power cycle of 7 will be 7931. Power cycle of 8 will be 8426. So which means for all these four values, power cycle will have four values in this. So for the power cycle of 2, power cycle of 3, power cycle of 7, power cycle of 8, we'll have four values in that power cycle. So that's why I have written this as a separate case. Now, power cycle of 4, 9. So observe this power cycle of 4 and 9 have only two digits in them. So which means 4 power anything always ends with either 4 or else 6. 9 power anything always ends with 9 or else 1. And coming to 0, so any number ending with 0, power of any number ending with 0 will always end with 0. So consider 10 square 100, 10 cube 1000, 10 power 4 10,000, always ends with 0. So which means for these three values, no need to remember any power cycle. So whenever you see any number ending with these, so simply you can answer power cycle of these values will be the same digits. So 5 power anything always ends with 5, 6 power anything always ends with 6. So this doesn't make any problem, like 0, 5, 6 doesn't make any problem in order to solve the problems. Now observe this 4 and 9. Let's come to this 2, 3, 7, 8 later. Observe this 4 and 9 here. So let's try to write the values. 4 power 1 is 4. 4 square is 16. Right? Now 4 cube is nothing but 64. Now 4 power 4 is nothing but 256. So just I have written four values. Observe this one. 4 power 1 ending with 4, 4 square ending with 6. 4 cube with 4, 4 power 4 with 6. So if you observe here, 4 power anything always ends with either 4 or else 6. So from this I can frame a logic here. Observe powers. If you observe power values, this is odd powers, right? And these are even powers. So which means what I can say now here, if I have odd powers as a 4 power, in the power value, if I have odd powers for 4, odd values in the power, so always ends with 4. If I have even values in the power for 4, always ends with 6. The same logic for 9 also. So which means if the power is odd number, odd power ends with the first digit in this power cycle. Ends with 4 or else ends with 9 according to this. If I have even power, ends with the second number, that is either 6 or else 1. So now we are clear up to these four or five values. So power cycle of 0, 5, 6, how to use that, and how to use the power cycle of 4 and 9. Now here is a big question mark, right? How to use this power cycle? So okay, now we came to know what is a power cycle and what are the values of a power cycle. Now the big question is how to use this power cycle in order to find out unit digits. That's the main thing right here. So let's take a small example here with either of these any ending digits here. Then let's discuss how to use this power cycle. So here I am considering unit digit of 297 power 1326. So I want to find out here what is unit digit of this. So always focus on this last digit of a base value. So I want to find out this, right. So I should always focus on unit digit of this base value. So neglect other values. So which means simply now I need to find out unit digit of 7 power 1326. So I should find out what is unit digit of this. So for this, how to use the power cycle? So first of all, write down what is power cycle of 7. So what is power cycle of 7? That's nothing but 7931. Right, here it is. So power cycle of 7 is nothing but 7931, which means this power value, that is unit digit value, anything of this number. So either it may be 7 or else it may be 9 or else it may be 3 or else it may be 1. So it may be either of this. So how to conclude that which number is that perfect one? So for that, what we should do is consider this. How many numbers are there in power cycle? So number of values in power cycle are nothing but 4. So which means for every 4 power, this will be repeating. Cycle will be repeating. For every 4 values, cycle will be repeating, right? So which means what I should do now is step 1. So find out remainder when this power is divided by 4. So when the power is divided by 4, just find out a remainder. What is the remainder you're getting? So power is 1326. Let's check remainder now. 4 3 is 12 and once again 4 3 is 12 and 4 1 is 4. So remainder will be 2. So 4 into 331 is nothing but 1324. So which means till 1324 one cycle will be completed here. So after that, how many digits extra? How many sevens are there extra now? So this reminder tells us how many cycles or else how many sevens are extra for me. So my unit digit always depends on this reminder. So what you should do is here, power cycle is 7931, right? So write down reminders here. If your reminder is 1, so which means if you got reminder as 1 when you are dividing power with 4, which means unit digit will be 7. If your reminder is 2, unit digit will be 9. If your reminder is 3, unit digit will be this one. Obviously, reminder can't be 4 here. Why? Because dividing with 4. When you got reminder as 0, simply unit digit will be 1. So this is how you need to use the power cycles. So just divide the power value with 4, check out the remainder. If remainder is 1, first digit in power cycle. Remainder is 2, second digit in power cycle. Remainder is 3, third digit in power cycle. If you don't get any remainder, that is remainder is 0, first digit in power cycle. So by this I can conclude unit digit of 7 power 1326 will be 9. So it always ends with 9. So you can use the same logic for the powers of 2, 3, 7 and 8. Why? Because there will be 4 numbers in this power cycle. So for the powers of this 2, 3, 7, 8, you can use the same logic. Dividing power with 4 and checking the remainder and using this. Right. So this is how actually power cycles will be used. And only for these 4 numbers you should follow this power cycle, like dividing with a 4. So for all other numbers we already discussed, like how to find out powers of 4 and 9, 0, 5, 6. We already discussed, right? Let's solve few more examples before closing this video. Yeah, a very simple example here. See this. Unit digits of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 power 999. So observe this. Just neglect all these values, consider only last digit as we discussed. What is last digit? 5. So which means it is same as 5 power 999. That's it right here. 5 power 999. Now, what we can say, 5 power anything always ends with 5, right? We already discussed this one. So power cycle of 5 will be 5. Why? Because 5 power anything always ends with 5. Observe this. 5 power 1 will be 5. 5 square will be 25. 5 cube will be 125. So which means 5 power anything always ends with 5. So even no need to remember power cycle. Just by seeing this value, I can say unit digit will be 5. That's up to that one. Next one. Unit digit of this 21,238 power 13,326. So I'll neglect this. Just I'll consider this value. 8 power 13326. So which means I should consider power cycle of 8. So power cycle of 8 is nothing but 8, 4, 2, 6. So what I should do, I should divide power with 4 as because there are 4 numbers in the power cycle. So 13326 divided by 4. Let's check it out. What will be the remainder I'll get? So it will cancel 4 3 is 12 and once again it will be 4 3 is 12, 4 3 is 12, 4 1 is 4. So which means remainder 2. So once again I got remainder as a 2. If I am getting remainder as a 2 means second digit in the power cycle. For reminder 2, I should consider second digit in the power cycle, which means unit digit of this value will be 4. Right. So these very simple one, just you need to remember the power cycle and this concept of dividing with 4. So if I have 4 numbers in the power cycle, I will divide with 4. If I have 5 numbers in the power cycle, just simply divide the power with 5. And same as according to the remainder, I will consider the values. If I get remainder 1, first value, remainder 2, second value, remainder 3, third value. So like that, I'll go on finding. And this one, power of, that is unit digit of 1234 power 12. So 1234 power 12. So as usual, I'll consider only this value, that is 4 power 12. I know power cycle of 4 will be either 4 or else 6. And what is the power here? 12. 12 is a even number, right? So 12 is a even number. So whenever I have even power as a power of 4, simply consider second number, that is 6 as a unit digit. That's it. So see this, if you know the concept of power cycle, within fraction of seconds you can find out what is unit digit of a value. So the only one thing you need to understand it clearly. I hope everyone is clear. This video is useful for you to find out unit digits. So this is about the power cycles, and we can solve some more problems in the coming videos about the power cycles, and we can cover the other concepts in number systems. So thank you everyone for watching that video. So if you have any sort of doubts or else if you need any queries, you can mention it in the comment section or else you can ping me in Instagram. I'll provide this Instagram and official mail links in the description. You can watch that. And you can also visit our official website, so which is provided in the description. So thanks for watching. If you like our video, give it a big thumbs up, share it with your friends, and don't forget to subscribe to AptitudeMadeEasy channel.